Alright, so if you haven't noticed already, by reading the title or even watching that really long 35-second intro scene, we're talking about is Kings Island getting a Giga in 2020? Now, let's start right off the bat with, do I think they're getting one? Probably, at some point. 2020? Maybe. But this first part we're going to do is I'm going to go look at Google Earth, and I'm going to talk about where, just the next coaster or expansion in general, is probably going. I'm not going to talk much about anything else, mostly just the park, like locations itself inside the park, not really is it happening. The is it happening stuff is after. So bear with me. This part here is unscripted. I recorded it already. It's all unscripted. It's just me discussing the park while looking at Google Earth. So hope you guys enjoy. It's a pretty good visual on what's happening. So if we're talking about a Giga at Kings Island, that will bring us to the state of Ohio. And of course, I'm the Kings Island fanboy, so I know exactly where Kings Island is. And it is located right here. So what I'm going to be doing in this unscripted portion, yeah, it's completely unscripted right now. In fact, I'm running out of breath, so I'm going to breathe real quick. There we go. Anyway, as I said, this is very unscripted, so I'm going to stutter and lots of crap because I want this part of the video, like this few-minute clip, to be like a good discussion. So that's what we're going to do. As you can tell, Son of Beast is still here, Mystic Timbers is not there, half the park is still blacktop. Yeah, this is a satellite from like 2012 or something. So yeah. What we're going to be talking about right now is strictly just the location of where this Giga, or really anything coaster related or expansion wise, that they'd be doing next, which obviously it's probably a Giga because, well, I'll explain why in a second. So, taking a look, what have they done in the past few years? Well, they've been focusing on Rivertown a lot, haven't they? Yeah. I'd say Rivertown's pretty much complete right now, except for flat rides. It could use some, but not now. Action Zone, they've gotten pretty good attention. Verta got repainted. They did nice retheming in Action Zone. They got Flight Deck turned into the Bat. They got Banshee. Lots of stuff. Delirium got repainted. All that stuff. Now, let's move over to Coney Mall. What's been happening in Coney Mall recently? Not much, until like the last year or two. So, we got lots of new light packages in Coney Mall. There's a rumor that Racer's getting a new light package, and if you go over, check out Coaster Met Productions on Instagram, he has some photos of some light packages and track work being done on Racers. So that's pretty nice. Let's see, we got new light packages on Zephyr and on the Dodgem cars, and a new paint job and light package on the Scrambler. It's pretty good. They're focusing on Coney Mall. And just this past season, just 2 or 3 months ago, this bad boy right here, the Hawk of Fire, Firehawk, is gone. Actually, it's still sitting there, but they're going to remove it soon after Winterfest. So that's pretty interesting. Also, last season, not 2018, 2017, Dinosaurs Alive was closed and removed, opening this big, huge plot of land over here for expansion or building a Giga or something like that. And out of everywhere in the park, Thomas, where would they build this Giga? I'm going to go and say right over here, back behind where Racer's at. And when you're looking over here, you have to take a few things into account, okay? These sheds right here, these are maintenance buildings. This is where they do Beast, Racer, Woodstock's maintenance. They're not breaking these buildings. These buildings are staying. So this area right here, these few buildings, are not going anywhere. They're staying. Now you have this Dinosaurs Alive area back here. This is a good area to build. It's already been kind of destroyed, cleared a bit, but the pathways, they could clear it out some more. Over here, we have the old ride graveyard. This is where they have all the pieces and stuff. I've actually been back here a few times. You can see old Son of Beast trains there. I've heard recently they actually got rid of it. If those rumors are true that they gotten rid of it, then that could be a good sign that they're building stuff over here, because there's lots of land here. Also, this part, I would say right here where my mouse is at, right here is kind of where Banshee stops, kind of over here by this first big turn on Son of Beast. So this whole Rose Bowl area is still open land. So all this land here. In fact, what does Kings Island even own? I'm going to tell you guys what Kings Island owns. So we're going to zoom out here. You guys see this line right here? It ends at this road. There's a cleared area here, long line here for power lines. This is behind Beast and Whitewater Canyon and Diamondback. So you go back here, You go down to the river. So this is the border of Kings Island's property right here. You can see pathways here. You can see Beast. You can see down here, there's like this little opening. And if you go into Street View, let's go down to Street View. You see all these fences and stuff. If you go down this way, quite a ways, you'll see a fence. Actually, let's exit down here. Let's go over a few hundred feet. Come on. We're going to zoom out a bit. You need to go down the road a bit more. Down here, see this branch right here? Let's zoom out real quick. This dirt road right here, through the woods. Where does this dirt road go? Oh, look, it goes behind Beast, over to where they launched the fireworks at. Okay, so this must be owned by Kings Island. I was just looking at this like an hour ago. So you go into Street View and just take a look. I bet there's a private property sign here. Yup. No trespassing. This dirt road goes to a house, and that house has a dirt road that goes to Kings Island. So someone lives in this house, I bet. Someone probably with Kings Island, I'm not sure, but this road right here, where my mouse is at, right there, to the right of that house, that goes through the woods to the Beast. And over here they do the fireworks. So that's this border. So Kings Island owns everything here, all the way back to the river. So all of this property, all the way over here. All this green you see between the Great Wolf Lodge and the school is also all Kings Island's. All this woods, these greenhouses, that's all Kings Island. They own everything behind this road and behind this school. So, to put it in perspective for you, Kings Island honestly has the most land to use out of any Cedar Fair park at the moment. They have the most expansion room. Look at all this green. It's just so much. Anyway, back on topic. Where's the Giga going? Or whatever coaster. It's probably a Giga, unfortunately. I really don't want to get a Giga. Kings Island, all the Kings Island fanboys whine about it all the time, and it's really annoying. But unfortunately, I think the signs are they're showing that we're gonna get it, probably. And I'll explain that in a second. I just want to get a good look at this area. I would say, see this maintenance pathway here, that curved one next to Son of Beast Helix? I'd say it would be in this general area. I'm going to take a screenshot real quick and draw on it to show you what area I think the Giga will be inside. Alright, now that I took that screenshot, we are going to now move on to the next part where we're going to discuss reasons why it has to be a Giga, why it's like 99% gotta be a Giga, it's gotta be it, because I got some reasons. And they're pretty good reasons. Okay, here comes my reasoning on why it has to be 2020. At least I'm like 99% sure. Maybe I'll go 90% sure. Alright, so besides all this, Kings Island's planning to make their biggest investment again soon, all this crap that people are posting about. Yeah, I've seen it. Kings Island is supposedly preparing for their biggest single investment once again, which, you know, inflation, every investment every few years is going to be your biggest investment in this industry. Besides that, I have something else. And if you guys have realized this, or anyone else has realized this, then you're very smart. Alright, so hear me out on this. 1989, Hypercoaster, Cedar Point, Magnum. 2009 is exactly 20 years later. Diamondback, Kings Island, Hypercoaster. Cedar Point, 1994, Raptor, Inverted Coaster. Kings Island, Banshee, 20 years later, 2014, Banshee, Inverted Coaster. Let me go to 2000 at Cedar Point. Millennium Force, Giga Coaster. So, 20 years later, that's 2020, isn't it? Kings Island, 2020. So, now that I've told you guys my thoughts on that, let me know what you think about that in the comments. That's all I have to say for this video for now until new stuff is leaked or I figure out anything else to say. I'm too lazy to go find the Kings Island's making a big investment soon articles. So if you guys want to go dig around yourselves and find it, go ahead. But I'm too lazy to go find them and screenshot them. So you're welcome for that. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. 1989 20-year thing, blah blah blah. It's pretty interesting. It's like Kings Island and Cedar Point kind of have this little 20-year thing. And I have a feeling we're getting a Giga in 2020 at Kings Island. And if not, oh well, it was fun to predict and daydream, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So, yeah, look for more of these updates soon as we get more info. And of course, if teasing starts, more updates, of course. And yeah, that's about it. So, thanks for watching, peeps. Peace out. Eat. Don't forget to subscribe if you're cool. Like and share.